Alright. So we just have to like okay, we could go with this one. Here we go. Alright. So we're full on that on the disc already. So just oh my god, why did I remove it? Okay. You know, I forgot to like open my stream stuff here. I hate it when that happens. Like seriously? Seriously, it's like really gonna affect my mood, man. It's just plain sucks. Yep, I could just use this. I I'm probably gone with that. Oh crap. I'm missing that. Okay, I think impact is like the main focus anyway, so technically this is good. Aha! I have. Oh, I ran out. I need level 60 for that one. Okay,
I am the Eye of Obel.
let's. Wait, what was this? What do I got? Oh, it's everything else. Okay. Ah! Connections crap! Oh, run for Matt. Russ and Mordor is watching me right now. I could see them in the background. Ah, piss. I hate like when connection issues. It's like bloody insane. Bloody murder someone if it's gonna keep going like this. Yeah, those two are watching definitely. I could see it. No, I'm gonna do this again. No. Not like this. No. Let's start again, but this time we're gonna bring trigger, man. Gonna bring trigger.
Ready for combat.
Sorry.
Take it to
Sorry, Ambi. I already got another Ambi anyway.
I'm at your disposal.
Oh, wait. I might as well get the Mindscape of Lycan. Oh, crap. I only got like M2 Lycan? Oh.
shall
Maybe I kept hearing my friend get likened so much that I forgot that it wasn't me. Hey. So technically, this is like a double support build, huh? Okay, we could disco with this.
Here it is. Sounds good. Leave it to me. Adjusting for wind. Take the shot. Recalibrating. Straight on cue.
Whoa!
Copy. Outbound. Suppressing fire. Can't catch me.
Right? I could not fully utilize her here, man. Alright. Probably need more Denny's than what I'm doing right now. That's fine. The Denny's will come naturally. So I think those were the worst pulls I ever had. Yeah, I agree. I also had the worst pulls, man. And that's like almost everything for me. Oh, seriously? That's nice. But no trigger. It's fine. It's fine, Hannah. It happens. I mean, in my case, I lost the gacha pull on good internet, and now I feel like visiting certain people and go like, "You wanna fix my internet? I'm gonna beat you up into a bloody pulp." But 350-50s. I have never heard someone like lose 50-50 3 times. That is like a rare reward that no one wants to have, you know? Wait, why is this like? Oh, because of the new stuff. Wow. Wow. The M2 Nikomata na low. Oh my god, seriously? Oh man. You know, that's like the type of news I don't want to hear. Not because I want to avoid the person like a sickness, but it's more like that's just so painful that I can't handle such a thing. I have no words. The words have left. Okay, what should I? Oh, okay, alright. What should I get for? Oh, so literally everything that pulls a trigger. Alright. Oh wait, no. Priority is this. And I lost everything! I have a guarantee for the next S rank, so maybe I can still get trigger if I'm really okay. Yeah, at this point, do you really want trigger? You have to ask yourself, do I really want trigger, despite everything else that has happened? Not exactly my best stats. Or I'll pull on Zeus banner still, because apparently the game does not want me to have trigger. It's an option, Hannah. It is an option, and it is a valid option to take. I know they said ask Corin, but you know, this is a trigger thing, so I might as well try the trigger stuff. Pull my double trigger. Hey, yo, Mordo, I know you're watching. Tell what is the future, what is plans we had to Miss Frost, alright? I know you guys are watching. I can see you guys in the Discord. Right. Let's see what this is about. This is a story that took place in the past. A story of a rookie proxy named Phaeton, who meets a young lady at the crossroads of fate. No, we've been on 6th Street for a while now. How many internet commissions have you taken these past few days? We're still newbies, so you know how it is. It's okay. We're starting a proxy business and video store from scratch, side by side. It'll take time. These days I've been focused on managing the store. So, thank you for taking care of our internet business, Belle. I know where my ACCC luck went. Well, what took it? Oh my god. Oh wait, how many pulls did it take you to get trigger? Less than 200. Less than 200. That is like my almost my entire life, my entire savings. Like bloody hell, you know. Having this cozy little home with you is already much better than the life we just had leaving the academy. Well, yeah, no. Now look at that. Having this cozy little home with you is already much better than the life we had after leaving the academy. As long as we slowly build our reputation, we'll eventually have a chance to uncover clues about the fall of the old capital. Well, we'll take it slow. I still want to take on commissions. I get so bored when there are no commissions. Criminal pulls on to Zudo and no trigger pain. It's alright, Hannah. It's alright. In my case, I haven't gotten paid by my company yet. Well, honestly, that's more my fault on my end, but yeah. Well, your enthusiasm is really something. But your troubles will soon be resolved. I saw how hard you've been searching for commissions. So these past few days, I found an intelligence broker on the internet who can introduce commissions to us. Is it alright? Yes. If you're talking about your pools, I don't want to be offensive, but that is straight up not alright. That is straight up sad, no offense. I might as well build Nakamana now, though. I suppose. Yeah. Though in one hand, I'm like, yeah, it'll be nice to build Nakamana. On the other hand, Nakamana kind of like got thrown in the bottom of the barrel recently, you know? As long as we can establish a long-term partnership with this professional intelligence broker, we shouldn't have to worry about getting commissions in the future. As your older brother, I also want you to be able to help you. Good job! Thanks. I think I've done a good job too. I arranged to meet him at the store today. He should be arriving soon. I mean, two of the lost 50-50 were Neko and the other was Grace. Ooh. Two S-standard characters who got thrown in the bottom of the barrel. aka Disconzuyan in terms of design. Yeah, I'm still confused how Grace works. I mean, I know how she works, but it's just... Jayan did a good job too. Arranged to meet him at the store today. He should be arriving soon. At that moment, a sudden knocking comes from the door. He's here, just in time. Belle, let's go talk to him. Who knows? Maybe a cool surprise will be waiting for us on our first commission with him. You know, you got all these boxes, but it's like covered in tapes already. Still haven't any account where I'll pull for Zoo. 100 pulls in a dream. Believe in that dream, Hannah! Believe in that dream! The dream will come true! If you have enough money! Alright. As the front door opened, a man in a suit walks in. Although he wears a friendly and reliable smile, there's still something slightly off about it. Oh, it's him! This is him again? Belle, let me introduce our future partner. Intelligence broker I found on the internet. Ah, yeah, Shepard. Nice to meet you both. You can call me Shepard. I'm glad you two chose to work with me. By the way, are you just starting out in this line of work? If I lose the fourth 50-50 and get a neck on my any account too, I'll just... Actually, I don't know what I'll do. Well, patience and time, Hannah. Like the gun, patience and time. Nice to meet you. We haven't been in business for too long. Understand. It's normal for rookie proxies like you two to have a hard time finding commissions. But please don't worry. As an intelligence broker, I exist precisely for people like you. Let me check my notes. Your name is Phaethon, right? What kind of commissions you usually specialize in? Huh. We have superior technology. Can I just sell my Nakamura copies for polys at this point? Yeah, honestly, I wish I could do that, but that's probably not the case. What an energetic response! These days, many young proxies lack the energy you have. That being said, combat-related commissions might be a bit tricky, right? You two don't seem like fighters, and hiring combat personnel can be expensive for new proxies. To be honest, I'm not sure I feel comfortable assigning you to anything dangerous. We'll find our own way to resolve that. I believe you'll see it in the actual commission. The actual commission, huh? Wait, who the frick did that? Oh god. Okay. The actual commission, huh? Well then, I happen to have a recently issued commission that could serve as the perfect starting point for our partnership. I believe this commission is of the perfect difficulty to assess your abilities. If you're interested, let me explain the details. Shall we move to a more convenient place to talk? And honestly, I could have used one of the guarantees for trigger, but I'm too. So that's what happened. You lost 3 of them because you went bouncing back and forth there. I'm no judge, no judge. Yeah, pull for what do you want to pull, you know? Alright, let's see. It's not suitable to talk about this at the counter, so you move to a small room with Shepherd to discuss things in details.
Our first assignment together is a missing person commission. There's no need for combat or venturing into any hollows, so it's completely safe. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to test your skills.
Why have your proxy then?
Not to be rude to the client, but guiding people through the hollows is what a proxy does.
Good job,
A
Hannah.
mission that doesn't even require stepping in one seems kind of pointless for us to handle, right?
Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not trying to pass this off on you. Your ability to navigate the hollow is unquestionable. That's what makes a proxy a proxy. But this role involves more than just that, and this commission is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate those other skills. To be honest, the client barely gave us anything to work with, just pieces of info. That's why this is a perfect chance to show off your skills in gathering intel, spotting detail, and negotiating. All the makings of a top-tier proxy.
Right? Maybe we should like get some new wires. And I know the trigger story is quite good so far, and the shooting range is fun. You don't say. All right, let's hop into it.
You've made your point. Guess we can't refuse now. Let's see the job.
It does not satisfaction puzzle. 3 items. A sheet of music and an old photo. Straight up sad.
The client has only provided us with these 3 clues. All we know is that the woman in the photo is your target.
Just a photo. So even the client doesn't know her name, identity, or whereabouts? And what's the deal with the harmonica and the sheet music?
The
Possibly,
client
Hannah.
doesn't seem to have any more info, though it's possible they just don't want to share. But the client did mention if you get stuck, you should try playing the sheet music with the harmonica. Well then, I'll leave this commission in your capable hands. Keep me in the loop if you make any breakthroughs. Just ping me on Knock Knock.
I'm surprised.
Single photo and a melody. Feels like chasing shadows. Belle, where do you think we should start?
Go to Pro Elpis and look for clues.
Maybe we should start with Port Elpis. A woman with her eyes covered isn't exactly someone you see every day. Remember when we went to visit the sea? I'm pretty sure we spotted someone like that back then. Remember? I was in a bad mood that day, so you took me to the port to clear my head. We bought some fries, but you were so busy staring at that girl with her eyes covered, a seagull snatched them right out of your hand.
Why do you sound mad? Now that I think about it, that woman did look a lot like the one in the photo. I was just a bit distracted. I didn't mean to stare. Next time I'll make sure to watch my fries more carefully. Well, thanks to you, we've got a lead now. Let's head to the port and see what we can find.
By the way, I have like a slight announcement. Hannah, I do want to note, you are perfectly fine not watching my next stream coming Friday or Saturday if you don't want to. It is a bloody insane thing to stream, but honestly, it's one of my favorite things to play. So I'm gonna like stream it on Friday. I'll talk more about it later. Meanwhile, in Wuhan, though, here I have a 5-star, have another 5-star. And what do you want? Another? Seriously? What? Okay, I would like go to Wuha, but then I don't have the time investment for an open world game, you know? I already mentioned that. I would love to play Wuha, but I don't have the time investment. Well, we've arrived. Time to find our missing person. However, it was a week ago when we saw that lady. We can't be sure if she's the person we're looking for. Even if she is, it's uncertain whether she's still around here. Better get started. I'll even mention why I have the time at the moment. Yeah, I get it. Right, since we don't have any other leads right now, let's try our luck here. I'll attempt to hack into the cameras to check if he's been around recently. And as for you, Belle, take the photo and ask the locals and passerby around here. I didn't hear what you said about this stream on Friday. Oh, seriously? Alright. So, I'm gonna stream one of my favorite games on Friday, but you are free to skip Friday or Saturday. But I do want to note that you are free to skip that if you want to, because I have to warn you that stream might be bloody insane. I'm gonna play a bloody insane game to play. All right. I'll talk more about it later on. I just want to focus on Mua first. Room upstairs, someone is really here, right? Try knocking on the door. Knock on the door again. Who? Hello? Who? What do you say? Door slightly opens, carefully handle photo. Work people. Let's see, returns with it. Never seen. Disappear. In the end. The door shuts. What was that all about? Oh, alright, I'll say it. The Coffin of Andy and Lele. But like I said, it's a bloody insane game to play. If you climb the lighthouse and overlook the entire... I've heard of it. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. Because episode 3 came out recently, and I'll be playing that. If we climb the lighthouse and overlook the entire but maybe we'll find the blind woman. Yeah, try and climb in the lighthouse! Let's try open the door and lead you to the top of the light. A little man appears behind you! Hey, what do you think you're doing? This lighthouse is currently off limits. No one's allowed to enter! Sorry, I didn't know. If I had shown up, you would have gone straight in, wouldn't you? Seriously, the disconnection thing is utter bullcrap. Seriously, it's so annoying. The girl here has a rather memorable appearance. I bet I don't remember seeing her before. I think she might have been here before. Is that so? I should keep to around the lighthouse. If she was on the dock's walkway, I definitely would have seen her. If you're looking for her, I suggest checking around there, at the very least. I haven't seen this girl near the lighthouse. Alright, thanks. Alright, ask the French fry lady. Hey! Let's see. So that one time entering the lighthouse would be useful. You can't. No one else stopped you before. I know, right? Apparently your stream got sniped every trigger. I like that. That's a good one. Welcome to Tanner King. Our fries and hot dog combo is a hot seller. Would you like to give it a try? Hello, have you seen this person? Oh, I remember seeing this girl before. When exactly? Maybe once every 1 or 2 months. I'll see her wandering around this area. And I've never spoken to her. And she doesn't seem to interact with anyone around here, so I don't really know much about her background. So she hasn't been around recently? I don't think so. I don't remember seeing her recently. Are you looking for her? I can keep an eye out for you. Alright, thanks. By the way, would you like some fries? Seagulls always try to steal the fries. Alright then. Those seagulls have been too active recently. They have a negative impact on the sale of our fries. Looks like I shouldn't feed them too much in the future. I've asked a few people, but none of the clues seem particularly useful. Should head back and discuss our progress with Weiss. Hey, Weiss!
No luck on my end. Belle, did you find anything?
Try the harmonica again.
It was wishful thinking to assume that a quick stroll through the port would solve this. But since we're here, might as well give the harmonica a try. Whether it works or not, you owe me some fries before we head back.
I'll do whatever you say, but Belle, would you mind giving the harmonica a try instead? I'm curious to how it sounds.
Wow, you sure know how to set me up. I'm telling you now, though, I can't promise what it'll sound like.
You pull out. It was pretty accurate. Whatever, you think it sounded good at least. The music continues for a half minute.
How do I put this? It sounds okay once you get used to it. But nothing happened, so I guess we should just get some fries and head back.
Excuse me. Were you the ones playing the harmonica just now?
Sorry. My sister didn't mean to make such a commotion. We'll just... Wait. You're the one in the photo. Sorry about that. I didn't hear any footsteps, so I didn't realize you were right beside us.
What?
My apologies. Moving quietly is second nature to me. I didn't mean to startle you. If I may ask, where did you learn that melody?
Weiss shoots you a questioning glance. The blindfolded woman from the photo actually appeared. What an unexpected surprise. For what now? First things first, let's bring her back home.
Well, the two of us are proxies, and this song was given to us by a client. We never thought it would actually help us find you. Our client is the one looking for you. Why don't we discuss the details somewhere else?
I see. Please lead the way. I'd also like to meet this client of yours.
Let's head back to the store.
Yeah.
Let's go check in with Shepard. Oh, I almost forgot. Your name is...
My real name. I haven't used that in a long time, but I do have a code name. You can call me Charon.
Alright, Miss Charon. You return to the video show with a woman who calls herself Charon. Along the way, you introduce yourselves and share a bit of your fledgling proxy business.
Miss Charon, I just reached out to the information broker who posted the commission. He should be here shortly, and you'll be able to meet the client soon. Please take a seat on the couch. I'll get you something to drink.
Thank you, but please, don't mind me. By the way, the second row from the top on your TV wall, third unit from the left, it has a connection issue. You might want to check it out when you have time.
How did you spot that?
Let me see. You're right. How did you know? No wonder there's been some lag lately.
I rely on my hearing. I lost most of my vision in an accident. I can just about make out the outlines of my surroundings. To move around like an average citizen, I've trained my other senses to be extremely sharp. I heard a faint buzzing sound. By moving around the room and noticing the change in sound, I was able to pinpoint the location of the faulty TV.
How to bring it out?
Sorry. I hope my question didn't seem rude.
No need to apologize. Vision isn't the only way to perceive the world. As proxies, you too should know that better than most. Anything that can be seen with your eyes can never be considered a secret.
A little silence fills the room. Clearly, secrets I want to share with each other, and it's supposed to understand between you. As the silence, I'll knock on the door from the outside. Okay.
It's me again. You two found the target already? Wow, Phaethon, you guys are incredible. If you're always this fast, you could take on anything.
Ryan didn't come with you?
High efficiency? It's nothing really. By the way, didn't the client come with you? Karen here would like to meet them.
Where to start? It's great that you were able to find the woman in the photo, but there's a new problem. I can't get in touch with the client anymore. There's been no reply from his Knock Knock account since yesterday. I brushed it off at first, but there's still no reply today. Just when I thought he might have skipped town, his account suddenly sent me a location, the edge of a hollow. Who sends something like that in normal circumstances?
Definitely doesn't sound normal.
Sending a location from the edge of a hollow? That's anything but normal. And the client hasn't responded at all?
Either way, I'll keep trying to reach the client. I hope he's alright. Let's stay in touch for now. We won't be wrapping up this commission for a while.
Sorry, but I overheard your conversation. Could you share that location with me? If I investigate the hollow, I might pick up some clues.
What?
You're Miss Charon? No offense, but the hollow isn't somewhere just anyone can waltz into. Without a carrot or combat personnel, it's a death trap. You should wait.
I'm a soldier. I served with the Eridu Defense Force under the Chrysoberyl Division. Even after retiring, I've made countless trips into the hollow. You can trust in my combat skills. The heart rates of you and the two proxies here seem to have just spiked. Don't worry. My military days are far behind me. I have no current ties with them. As for getting into the hollow, proxies, can I request your assistance? I don't know anyone else who could guide me. I'll pay the commission fee as best I can. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. I'll think of something.
Can't let you deal with this alone.
We'd like to find the client ASAP too. I mean, who's gonna cover our commission fee otherwise? Besides, if we said no, you'd just head into the hollow alone, wouldn't you?
How did you know?
So that was your plan? You just remind me of how Wise and I used to be. So desperate to find someone that we didn't even care if we were ready or not. Well, since Miss Charon wants to continue to investigate, I'm willing to act as the proxy for no additional fee. You can relax, Shepard.
I see. That works for me. With the client still unreachable, my hands are tied. Please, look into the hollow, and be careful.
You know, Shepard sounds like my friend
Really
Mordo.
sorry for troubling you both. Finding this client is very important to me, so I may have acted a bit out of line just now.
Seeing how determined you are to find this person, we could have just stand by and do nothing. Well, I also need to finish the story still, so see you later. Okay, Anna. Take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself and all that, you know? I don't know what emote you put there. I'm just gonna assume it's a good one. Because I can't see emotes in this freaking program. Oh, wait, I see it.
We could
Alright.
just sit by and do nothing. Let's work
Yes.
together to find them.
Alright, let's just go. Yeah, let's go. It's a bamboo bouncy mode. Nice. That's EOS, I could say that. You know, I really wish they make this menu faster, you know?
I've got your back.
Do I asset confirmed? Stand still.
I've got your back.
Okay, that's the stats for that one.
I've got your back.
Huh. You tell me 60 is good?
Hey, don't look at me.
I've got your back.
I could like change this one. Yeah, got no rates here. Just attack and damage. Oh well. Which This is not exactly nice. Ah, that's this crap. Nope, that won't work. Actually, I could go for this. I don't have study. All right, you know, I need to double check everything before I took like stuff. Oh, that's fine. I'll just
I've
do
got your
this.
back. I am the
Asset standing by.
All right, this should be good. Oh, 3.
I've
All
got
right.
your back.
I'll protect you from number 6 standing by.
Ready and waiting.
Borrow this. Disco.
Awaiting further instructions.
Right? Should be good.
Miss Caron, I need some time to calculate the hollow route.
Leave this to me, Proxy. Actually, I've been to this hollow before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day.
Oh? Why don't you wait just a little longer? Calculating a path doesn't take that long.
Recalibrating. It'd be more efficient to retrace a path I've already walked. Please come with me.
I'm pissed. All right, Silver. Ah, okay, that was a mistake. Disco.
Adjusting for wind.
Nice.
The path ahead. It should be right around here. I wasn't here too long ago. One moment, Proxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think.
Haha.
I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo periodic spatial distortions and reconstruction.
Disco.
Spotted.
And oh, wrong one.
That's why each time we enter, we need the most up-to-date carrot.
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy. I got ahead of myself and made things difficult for you.
I thought like freaking Trigger would be like one of the first, you know, agents for with Proxy and
So
stuff.
fluid when you move and fight. Is it because of your sharper hearing and heightened senses?
That's one part of it. In fact, my eyes gained some unique abilities as they changed.
Just one strike.
Detect the etheric fluctuations of nearby humans, ethereals, and other objects.
Hi, pal.
I call this ability ether vision.
Wait, something's up ahead.
Hold up. Man and woman lies collapse on the ground with the unspeakable smell of blood emanating from them. Following the source of the scent, you see bullet holes on their body. Oh my god. That's character condition. No sign of breathing. Their heartbeats and pulses are completely gone. These two are dead. Cause of death appears to be severe blood loss from long-range gunshot wounds. Time of death? Probably within the last 1 to 2 hours, just before we enter the hollow. Which means, this isn't just a case of losing contact with our client. Someone's been killing people in this hollow. Though I don't sense the killer nearby right now, there's still a chance they're active somewhere in the hollow. Proxy, don't stray from my side. Those two. I really want to take their bodies out of the hollow, but without knowing the killer's whereabouts, moving them would be too risky. Proxy, mark these coordinates. Once we confirm the area's safe, we'll come back to retrieve their bodies. I'm sorry. Girl must be cold. May you rest in peace. Alright, let's go.
What happened? Who did this?
Given the depth of the wound,
The surrounding ether levels have significantly increased. What's going on?
Go!
Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. Up ahead, there are multiple devices leaking ether non-stop.
my bullets are one with those are high-pressure ether storage tanks filled with highly concentrated ether. As soon as the valve is opened, the ether will flow out at a fixed rate.
Alright,
That's
let's
how
go.
ether concentrations will make the nearby ethereals more active and cause more to show up.
Ether vision activate.
Counter!
Heron, it'll be dangerous if we keep moving forward.
Understood. These storage tanks are high-risk items manufactured by military-industrial companies. They're rare, even on the black market. In critical paths.
Let's see what says this. Let's see. A single shot. Oh! Alright. There's like a trigger thing.
All high-pressure ether tanks have been disabled. We can keep moving.
Ah, more dead bodies!
Proxy, there are 4 people over here. They're all still alive. I'm not detecting any ether fluctuations from any other life forms nearby.
Ignorant condition.
That's a relief. Heron, can you confirm their condition?
Confirmed. 1 is seriously injured. A bullet pierced their lung. The other 3? No internal injuries, just a few minor wounds. They're all unconscious. The one with severe wounds. His etheric fluctuations are nearly completely gone. He's beyond saving.
Who are you? Help me. It hurts. So cold. I don't want to die.
Do you know what he's saying?
There's something we can do. I'll contact the hospital and we can get him out of the hollow.
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock when life fades this fast.
Am I dying? I just want to go home.
And doesn't respond, she says so. That's all. Are you okay?
Heron, are you okay? Did you get hurt during the fight just now?
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses, but they bring just as much inconvenience. The rejection reaction you saw just now was one of them. Staring into death. It's not something I handle well.
My head. Where am I? Who are you people? There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me into the hollow. You're not.
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can, help us carry one of them. Let's get out of here together.
Leave? We can leave this place? What about that lunatic who shot at me from the shadows?
Oh, there you go.
Culprit should be gone by now. Heron, let's get the survivors out. Follow me.
Alright, nice. We got all we need. I hope we could do more upgrade on stuff now. Doesn't matter, we can get way more bodies. But there's a few more corpses. Once this is over, we should make sure to report them anonymously to the public security. We share your guard ups. Alright. Roxy, let's take a short break here. The area around the Ballet Twins has been abandoned due to the Hollow disaster. No one's likely to be around. It's both secluded and safe, making it perfect for a conversation. Those 3 survivors. Yes, I know. They just escaped from a killer, so we need to check on their injuries and mental well-being. Could one of them be the client? Unfortunately, I don't think so. After they woke up and saw me, they didn't have any particular reaction. If they were the ones who assigned the commission to find me, they should have recognized me to some extent. Proxy, I'll keep watch around here and be on the lookout for the perpetrator trying to track us or attempting to ambush us. Could you please have a brief conversation with the 3 survivors? I think they might have information on the perpetrator. And to be honest, I think they might... No. It's probably just my imagination. I'll gather information from them first. Thank you, Roxy. Alright. Hello! Deep breath. Your emotions get too intense. The wound might reopen. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I fear that someone's still trying to shoot me. It won't go away. You guys okay? I'm okay. Did you save us? It's about holding up. I've more or less recovered from the shock. I remember you. You were looking for someone around Port Elpis, weren't you? Yes, I think I've seen you before. Oh, how embarrassing. Never thought we'd meet again like this. What are your names? My name is Zoe. Erin. Just call me Erin. Feeling nauseous again? I just managed to hold it in. Do you want to ask us something? I have some questions for you. No problem. No problem. I'll answer what we can. How did you get kidnapped and taken into the Hollow? For me, I was sightseeing at Port Elpis earlier. After that, I was on my way back home. Driving, I seemed to hit something, so I got out of the car to check. Just a few seconds after I got out of the car, someone hit me in the behind and knocked me out. I still have the bump in the back of my head. You can feel it. Let me look. There really is a bump in the back of your head. For me, I was sitting at home with my friend, and someone pried open the lock and tampered with our food or water or something. I don't know what they did exactly, but shortly after we ate, we both passed out. Were we the only 3 rescued from the Hollow? Did you see another woman? Just you 3. Some time to calm down. Oh, really, thank you and your companion. If it weren't for your arrival, I don't think the perpetrator would have leave us so easily. Why were we being targeted? I can't take this anymore. Yeah, okay. a gentleman. Thank goodness. I can't believe it. I'm still alive and out of the hollow. What's your name? Oh, me? I'm Jesse. So grateful you were there to save me. When that maniac was chasing me and sniping at me, I really thought I was done for. I have some questions I want to ask you. Questions? Um, Go ahead, ask. But I don't really want to remember what just happened. It just saved my life. How were you kidnapped and brought into the hollow? I was tricked. I received an anonymous message telling me there was a big job I could do. Asked me to meet in an alley on 6th Street. I just remembered that the agreed spot and was waiting when someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. When I woke up, I was already in that hollow. My hands and feet were tied. Take some time to calm down. All you want to ask? If you had come any later, I think all 3 of us would have been killed.
You've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the 3 of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the Defense Force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company. Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an internet information broker. I'm still pretty new at it, though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target me.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Actually, I have a question for you all. Did you see my friend when you were in the hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
I don't see anyone like that.
Like that in the hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together for Remembrance Day. I never thought something like this would happen.
Remembrance Day?
Remembrance Day? What's it about?
As the name suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans. People gather to mourn their loved ones who died in the fall of the old capital and find comfort in each other's company.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
If I can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remembrance Day alone. Maybe she'll show up there. Was your missing friend also a member of the Defense Force? Yes, she and I were in the same squad. Obsidian Division's Cartis squad.
But this is a targeted attack on the Defense Force. Wait, Jesse wasn't in the Defense Force.
This sounds like a series of murders targeting the Defense Force. But Jesse wasn't with the Defense Force.
No, you're probably not far off. Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention he was once part of the Defense Force. Right, Jesse?
Well, that's... I just don't like bringing up my past in the Defense Force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories from my time there that I'd rather forget. I was part of Obsidian Division's Noct squad. That's the absolute truth.
I was also in the Obsidian Division, Impera squad. I don't know who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members of the Defense Force.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, didn't our 3 squads work together on a mission outside Hollow Zero?
We did? I don't really remember.
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your faces.
Thank you all for the information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. But there's something else I need to ask. I came to this hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that person was likely being held by the killer as well. Did you happen to see anyone else?
Three survivors exchanged confused glances before shaking their heads to care at Karen.
You're not giving us much to go on. At least tell us what kind of person you're looking for. Male or female, what they look like. Can't offer much help without that.
Sorry, I don't have much else to share. Even so, if any of you remember anything else that may be useful, please, this is very important to me.
You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't
Searching for someone for a long achieving my goal.
Yeah. If there's any
You prioritize your own safety. If the killer is targeting former Defense Force members, there's a good chance they'll come after you again. Stay vigilant.
Of course. Once I've checked out Remembrance Day, I'm locking myself in my room and throwing away the key.
You need to work, man. Your turn to run and play with Karen. Alright. Disco. Even after questioning those three survivors, the clues we have so far are still insufficient. Goal is to find the missing client. Now we only know that he was likely kidnapped by the perpetrator, but we have no idea who the perpetrator is or where they went. Karen, do you have any ideas? With these characteristics and the hollow coordinates, we might be able to deduce the general area where the perpetrator operates, as well as a potential base where they might have placed the kidnapped victims. But that would take a lot of time. Yes, and while we're narrowing down the search, the perpetrator might continue committing more crimes. Karen seems somewhat agitated. The lack of clues plunges you all into silence. Just as you are about to accept reality and start organizing the current clues to narrow down the search, the door to the video store suddenly opens. Someone's here. Belle, I think it's Pepper. I said that twice. Somebody's here. Belle, I think it's Pepper. He's at the counter. The intelligence broker might have something important to tell us. Proxy, let's talk to him first. Hi, Shepard.
Faithen, you've already been to the Hollow and made it back safely?
Catch your bread.
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately, we haven't found the client yet.
I'm fine. Did you find any clues there?
There are traces left behind. Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Agree with Karen and share only part of the info.
Yeah, it seems the client was kidnapped, brought to the Hollow, and later moved again. We're still looking for clues. But why did you rush over to the store? Did you find anything?
Well, just take a look for yourself.
Pepper shows you his phone. About 10 minutes ago, the missing client sent him another location. There's no other message.
I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
This feels off.
We've been chasing dead ends with absolutely no clues, and now one just appears out of nowhere? Something smells fishy here.
You're sure it's just disappearance for now and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue is, let's keep investigating. Just be careful. Any casualties and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Pepper hurries out again. You turn to Karen, who seems unsettled. Has avoid having the search handed off to someone else?
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
Nothing, but why?
Don't mention it. But I have to ask, why are you doing this? Calling for help might have been the safest way to handle the situation.
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, it's clear they know how to deal a fatal blow and how to inflict pain without causing death. Most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. If they encounter the killer, it's likely to end in a difficult fight, or worse, casualties. And besides, asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now, so I think we should follow the clues and enter the Hollow as soon as possible to ensure their safety.
I helped you keep this from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's just too dangerous. What if this lead is a trap? Who even knows who's really behind the client's messages anymore?
I understand, I really do. But what if we're late and something happens to the client?
Why is the client so important to you, Charon? Would you be willing to tell us? Are you so set on finding them because they're connected to the person you've been looking for?
The client's true identity might be the very person I've been looking for. And if not, they most certainly have some vital information. Since leaving the military, I've spent years searching for my missing teammates. They were more than just comrades who trusted me with their lives. To me, someone raised as an orphan, they were family. I've scoured countless hollows and every corner of New Eridu to find them, but I've never found a single lead. Until I met you and heard that melody on the harmonica. It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. And yet that client of yours not only knows the song, but also gave you the sheet music. Please, Proxy. This client is the only lead I have left. I'm certain my teammates are still alive. If this trail goes cold, I don't know when I'll get another chance to reunite with them.
Oh, what? Maybe no trace of them right after all these years. What's the in how you're also searching for your teacher?
I get how anxious you must feel. Let's face this together. But this time, we really need to be extra careful.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I have your support. You can trust me. I'll protect you if the killer is really waiting for us in the Hollow. We'll make it out in one piece.
Disco. Alright, time to go again. This is shared, but when controlling it, does that mean the pain is shared as well? Pain is shared as well, but I won't see even any injury, don't worry. Alright. That's scary. You'll feel the bang boost pain. Bell, although we promised Charon to investigate the Hollow, I still feel like the clues appearing at this moment are indeed somewhat suspicious. I'll be careful. Hope nothing bad happens. Right? Alright, same crew.
I'll protect. Standing by. Standing by. Ready for number 0. Standing by. Awaiting further. Ready for combat. Standing by. Huh? Number 0. Andy. Officer standing by.
Okay, that's all the dialogue we get. Alright. I like that.
Looks like there's something here. Is this a communicator?
Proxy, look at this. A communicator left right at the Hollow's entrance.
There'd be a communicator here.
Why is there a communicator here? It doesn't look like it was randomly left behind.
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which means it was only placed here recently. It looks like someone wants us to use it.
Ah, such decisiveness. Following random location info without even thinking twice. I'm glad, Sniper of Liar Squad.
Who are you?
Who are you? And by Sniper of Liar Squad, are you referring to Charon?
Sniper, or should I say Kara now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Proxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see, I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names. And now, Charon of Liar Squad, your name's next.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my sights, this must be some kind of destiny.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for someone. Given that you're waiting at the hollow entrance they shared, I'm guessing you have them. If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a deal.
So it's not just this time, raises her gunfire and body shield heals.
Your version of me and lining up. Can't say I'm surprised. After all, that's exactly what I plan to do too. You seem to have rather unique eyes, but you'll never get the chance to hit me. After all, no one's better at counter-sniping than me.
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to using force.
Now that's the spirit! If you're looking for someone, why not search the hollow for clues? Providing you can survive both my attacks and those of the ethereals, of course. Oh, and I've prepared a little gift for all your trouble. I hope you still have that determined look on your face after seeing it.
Alright. Let's find this guy and shoot him in the face. Oh, that's a hell of an.
You're cornered.
Nothing we can do?
Let's go.
I found a box.
For people, it's giving us some sense, and a bad feeling will be it. Contact Karen beside you, who's falling silent. Clearly, she's been having a strange feeling right now. She said, "Even open the box." Karen, wait! Don't open it. The box anyway. Yeah. I'm okay. My sense of touch isn't deceiving me. This appears to be the outfit my former teammate wore, or a replica of it. I see. Must keep moving, Foxy. Karen goes silent. As she chambers another round, you can sense her hands trembling slightly, while her grip grows even stronger.
You still remember what's inside the box, right? Loyalty meets trust, the one Stitch always wore.
Let's go.
Down strategy.
Curious as to how he died? I'll tell you. He took his own life. And it wasn't much different from being all ethereal.
Ready.
Ethereal almost completely taken over his body. He was being corrupted, covered in fugitive crystals. His whole soul was reborn. Praises the cannon he was oh so proud of, with just one last shell inside.
Another high-pressure ether tank. And a lot of ethereals have already been drawn to it.
We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving.
Oh crap. Karen's breathing goes heavy. Then still for several seconds, seemingly trying to control her emotional turmoil. Don't push yourself. Finally, she opens the box. A pair of blood-stained, tattered military gloves lie twisted in the center of the box. It's clear that whoever placed them here hadn't just tossed them in carelessly, they had been deliberately arranged in a malicious intent. Karen picks up the gloves, once again feeling their contours and icy touch. Her lips turn pale. Just as I thought. These are from one of my squad mates too. Karen, let's keep moving, Proxy. Following this route should lead us to Grim Vulture's hideout. Mm, fine. Karen picks up her weapon again, but there's an unmistakable tremor of unease in her voice.
Acheron's favorite gloves. It wasn't easy getting my hands on them. As expected of such a famous, beautiful commander, even her bluff is stylish.
Now you pay. Done.
Such a pity. Oh, yes. Comprehensive. Don't you think that's a shame, little sniper?
Now you pay.
Such a beautiful lamb. People could no longer hold. Cereal's gnawed off her arms and part of her leg as well.
Recalibrating.
But she still has the backbone. She stood tall, even in death.
Mind if
Target spotted.
It's just as I said. She died from multiple fatal wounds. Even the most beautiful stuff will wither without protection.
You know, you're pissing me off, and I'm gonna kill you for it.
Now, do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie this time?
How long do you intend to keep up this game of cat and mouse? We'll be coming to your hideout soon. Wipe that smile off your face and wait. Wait and see what I'm going to do.
Still in the third box. You grab Karen's hand, trying to stop her from opening it, but she lifts a bit. Box's lid almost mechanically. The third box contains a blood-stained corner of clothing and severely damaged piece of engineering equipment, also stained with blood. Karen picks them up, family fingers feeling their shapes. She doesn't speak, neither about the plans of her pursuing Grim Vulture, nor about which of her companions of these items belong to, until the communicator in her hand rings again with Vulture's voice.
Congratulations! You found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. A piece of bloody fabric from Cocytus's clothes and some damaged engineering gear stained with Leafy's blood. There weren't enough boxes, so I had to cram them together. They're just a medic and an engineer. Not exactly combat material, right? Surely you're not mad, are you?
Yasue turns deathly pale. Out the items from the box, slowly shaking away.
enough already! Using her squad mates, her family to mentally torture her? That's vile. How much longer are you planning on doing this?
Oh dear. Did I go too far? My sincerest apologies. It's just watching you plunge headfirst into my trap was so entertaining. I may have gotten a bit carried away, you know? Relax. The person you're looking for isn't here, and those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her comrades. Her comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, after all. How could I possibly have gotten hold of their clothes?
Once the other end communicator, she seems to miss her target.
Ooh, a decisive strike to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and experience mean nothing in front of a more skilled sniper.
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who feels fear from another's killing intent, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Coward, you say? How fascinating! You were little more than a hollow shell before, but now that you've bared your teeth, you've started looking somewhat respectable. I know your composure is nothing more than a facade. You've never truly faced the weight of your comrades' deaths, have you? I bet your mind is now filled with their dying screams.
Charon and I both believe her squad is still alive. You can drop the act. Why are you so fixated on Charon? Just because she used to be in the defense force? She has nothing to do with your target.
Nothing to do with it. Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me more is you actually believe her teammates are still alive. Don't tell me she dragged you into all this danger without telling you anything.
Shut up.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. I'm sure you know exactly what that means. When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by Ethereals or became them. The surviving soldiers, struggling to defend themselves, never had the opportunity to carry their comrades' bodies out of Hollow Zero. Obviously, her squad mates, the members of Liar Squad, were among the dead. But since their bodies were never found, she insists they're still alive. Even going as far as to deceive her own proxy. It's laughable.
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive. I have proof. Someone like you could never understand.
I could never understand? You think it's hard to understand your childish thought process? If you really have solid proof, why not tell me? Come on, let's hear it!
My eyes. I lost nearly 90 the old capital. But in return, I gained the ability to see what others can't. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mates. Not as fleeting shadows, but vivid and lifelike. They've never disappeared. They're alive, waiting for me to find them. Why else would I have been given these eyes?
That's your proof? Did you hear that? Proxy hiding in the bamboo. She spent years chasing after people who couldn't possibly exist, all because of some ghostly visions. You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates are real-time projections than accept that they're dead. What if I told you the way I described their deaths before was the absolute truth? Will you finally face reality? Or will you keep fooling yourself, believing in ghosts? I guess you'll keep deceiving yourself. Because that's how you survive.
I'm not lying to myself. I really
want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially declared dead? You couldn't protect them when the old capital fell, and now you're just making up stories to fool yourself. To give yourself some so-called reason to go on, to latch on to any stupid excuse. You're just a selfish, naive coward who did nothing and couldn't do anything when your comrades were dying.
Hands are speechless. We're back home.
Giving up already? At least you've got a shred of dignity left. Nothing disgusts me more than a useless hypocrite. Enough of this. Time to die, coward.
Charon is not a coward. Someone who'd enter perilous hollows just to find what they seek. Someone who'd play music to console a dying soul, despite the pain in their eyes, is
sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my breath. Just die already.
Analysis of the surrounding fissures. Charon, snap out of it. We can use that fissure to escape.
Fissures? When did you... Still trying to play trick.
Oh, there's a new version. Alright. It was like updated in background. Or maybe it's like updating now. I don't know. Weird time to be updating. Oh boy, here we go. And a minute now.
Can I have a latte, please? Extra sugar, extra milk. With all those edges and that dirty mark, Mr. Ross might seem a bit cold and standoffish, but he's actually quietly noting down what each of us prefer.
Wow.
That there's a tender heart ticking.
Let's wait for a few seconds for this sucker to load. Oh man. And I was scared for those 9 MB stuff. Because, you know, that's so crap that I couldn't like load properly these days.
Charon, do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight. You should get some rest.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Grim Vulture gets you.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in my head. The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an injured comrade. I tried to shake off that feeling, but the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates are dead.
Would you be willing to share more? What really happened to you and Liar Squad on the day the old capital fell?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding, Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster, and thought they could suppress it with the standard amount of troops. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat, so we didn't need to worry too much about facing the Ethereals. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The Ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The Hollow expanded beyond control, and more importantly, the reinforcements never came. The Defense Force troops outside the Hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster. Hollow Zero was devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off, and the promised troops retreated. Honestly, even if they had come to help, it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of the advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation. I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds, I shortly lost consciousness. I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me, looking back. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out. For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think? They must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious. Eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force. Left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. That must have been what happened, right? The defense force? Civilians? No one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes. It's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless? I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking. But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Kiran, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Wise and I will never dismiss your determination to find your squad mates. You don't need to make any justifications, because someone close to us is missing too, and we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up. But I also think being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
Belle is right. Listen, Charon, you're such a kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone and blame yourself when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
Yeah. Right now, the best thing you can do is trust us. We can be sure that Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have that lead, there's still hope. We'll support you. No one can dismiss your determination or will. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now. At the very least, I want to keep investigating. I'm not just going to stop here.
With that tension easing, it's time to discuss the plan going forward. Just then the phone rings.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going? Oh, never mind. The client just shared a new location with me on Knock Knock.
They're pretty eager, huh? Which hollow is it this time?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right, this location is Scott Outpost.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute? What's Grim Vulture up to?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
We aren't being lured into a hollow.
They're not trying to lure us into a hollow this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
Official commencement of the Remembrance Day has been scheduled tomorrow morning, meaning ordinators still cannot freely enter today. Under arrangements, spend the night at the store. The next morning? Belle, you'll be heading to the outpost with Karen soon. Did you sleep well last night? Yeah, slept well. Glad to hear that. After everything we've been through, it's good you're well rested. Oh, Karen is already waiting for you in the parking lot.